Oh look, it's AirPod.
No, it's not. It's the A7 Mini by Goodies Ltd, London.
Oh, my favourite corporation. What colours is this in? Okay, you can have red, golden, rose gold, black, or white. Okay, so let's start with this packaging. This is lovely. This is premium material. I feel that, and I'm...
You're immediately... Like,
in love.
In love. And then you pick up the product.
You got this little
and
baggie.
It's got this little gross sort of little bag. Oh, you want to go over the box?
Are these just a picture of actual AirPods, or are these...
I think they are actually a picture of the actual things, but scaled down a little.
And photoshopped.
And also photoshopped.
That's nice. And you've got battery, call, music, speak, eye-emitting particles.
One of the things that really stressed me out when I was getting these was nowhere on it does it actually tell you what kind of connection it uses. It just says wireless version V5 point something EDR.
Also working temperature 10 to 55 degrees.
For some reason, that's a quirk I'd like to add, because I have been using these. I've given them a little trial.
I know. I heard you give them a little trial run before.
These get insanely warm. For some reason, they get hot in your ears, which is
like hotter than Chris Pratt.
not like hot, but they get warm, and it's quite scary when you take something out and then it's like, oh, that's quite hot. So that's not all the gifts that this thing has to give.
I'm ready. I'm ready to see what we've got on offer.
The world's smallest micro USB charging cable.
I hate these dirty
I haven't
cables.
even,
These dirty tiny cables that aren't long.
Look at that. It doesn't even fit on the camera. It can't even stretch the length of the camera. To put that into perspective, put it up against Mr. Nook here. That's not very long.
That's about four nooks long.
That's about 4 nooks long.
That's about 4 nook cable.
Unless you're like plugging this in and resting it up against the plug, you're not getting anything out of this. Secondly, the second gift to us is the tiniest piece of paper. Like, we make the joke that these are toilet paper. Again, Nook for scale, this isn't even toilet paper size.
No, this is like...
You couldn't wipe anything with this.
like midget toilet paper.
And then the most tiny pigeon English you've ever seen. So, let's look at these things. Are you ready for the worst case opening that sounds so cheap? It's like really loose. It does close, to its credit.
Actually, it opens a full like 90 degrees. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it opens. The case opens.
It doesn't close too well.
No.
Oh, this case is so cheap.
It had a strange silver sticker on the bottom, but I did remove that because it was quite irritating.
$7.99, by the way, these are.
Just for a reference for how this sounds. So then you can't get these out. These are so hard to get out. It's like, okay, that one comes out fairly easily. Try taking out the right AirPod. There you go. You got it.
Ooh, look at these crispy doodads.
They are large, especially on the side. They are so wide.
Oh my god, they're so much bigger than actual AirPods.
Yeah, they have a real problem staying in your ears. But you may have noticed that there are some interesting, light descriptions on those. So when you put these back in for charging, this will automatically start trying to charge for some reason. And so, you put them both in. Let's say you want it to charge, you turn the charging mode on, right?
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
And then when you turn it off, sometimes it's not doing it now because of course it isn't. This one will start going into pairing mode.
Right.
Which means that the other one won't, and then neither of them will. And I think it's because the case is so tight that they just press the buttons.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, see, look, that one's gone into pairing mode now. The ring light kind of ruins the whole aesthetic, but you can see that the plastic is so cheap that you can actually see it flashing.
Oh my god!
Through the plastic, and the case does this as well.
That is awful. That's so bad.
It's so horrifically cheap. So when this starts happening, your only option is to turn it off, which takes an eternity, and then you press and hold both to pair them, which took me forever to understand because of the pigeon English.
Do pair the press button, dude.
And then you'll see them do some flashing and stuff, and then eventually one of them will only be flashing, and then you turn that one off. Except now that one's in pairing mode. It's a whole mess. Yeah, don't try and press the button when it's in your ears, because it's way too hard.
Oh my god, these are not comfortable in your ears. They're not going to fall out.
They do. over time, eventually, your ears just force them out because they're so big.
Okay, so are we going to show off the sounds that these give off?
I don't know how. You want to turn... Oh, it's just gone off. So if you...
I just heard it. I heard the voice. God.
Well, now this one's...
Stop saying right channel in my ear.
Why is it the right channel? That's not... This is clearly the left one.
Okay, so let's talk about the sound. So firstly, let's do the pairing experience. Can you pair these up to your phone?
It'll be
There
these.
they are.
There they are. 80% battery remaining. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So they are working. The audio isn't too bad, to be fair.
What we'll do is we'll just listen to this.
Oh, and there it goes.
We'll listen to this song and we'll report back after.
Okay, I think the audio is fine. You get what you pay for. You pay £8 for wireless Bluetooth earbud thingies. The audio is as good as you'd expect from Pound Stretcher, which is why I got these. If you're interested.
I disagree. I think the audio is absolutely awful.
Really?
Yes. There's no bass. There's no low end.
That's true.
It's all in this tinny high section, and it's like, it's kind of, it's so compressed. We can't get a waveform for these because that'd be great to see.
To be fair, you know more about audio than me.
Because what you want from a pair of headphones is a kind of a fairly straight line. You might have a dip at the start and a bump at the end and things like that. But you want something fairly straight. These, there's so little in the bass.
Yeah, that's
Which
true.
is weird because...
To be fair, Take On Me isn't a very bassy song. We could, you know what? On River Lonely Heart, that's bassy.
Okay, we'll talk about the bass
Give it
end.
No
There's
There's no bass.
There is no bass. Which is weird because these cheap earbuds usually resort to... It's like these. These aren't too bad, but there's still a lot of bass because that's the easiest thing to get with these cheap earbuds.
Right.
But these have got no bass. It's all like hi-hats and vocals, which isn't bad. It's good that you can hear the vocals, but then you can't hear the rest of the instruments.
See, like I said, I think they're okay. I think they're fine as earbuds for what they are.
To me, it sounds like, you know when you go to the toilet in a place that's got music on, and you're listening to the music from the toilet? That's my description.
Right.
So, if you enjoy toilets...
It could be better with both in. That might be the experience.
Okay, I'll very quickly try both.
Try both. That's a no from Ryan.
That's a no.
So Ryan disapproves of the i7 Mini from Goodies London.
I wouldn't buy knockoff AirPods, personally. Unless you want knockoff AirPods.
Well, I did, because I wanted the experience.
The
of
experience.
Being wireless.
It's a good experience.
HD audio is second place for me. They're not great, they're not bad. I think you get the experience fine.
I think to conclude, they're pretty mediocre. But
yeah.
But if you want a kind of naff but listenable,
It's very listenable.
sounding pair of knockoff AirPods, then go ahead, be my guest.
I think that's something that you have to acknowledge when you're going into something as cheap as these. You're not going to be buying them for like professional audio quality. You're not going to be buying them for like good audio. You're buying them for the experience of having AirPods.
But
and these somewhat deliver. You're not gonna get like good quality for like wireless stuff, especially unless you pay like decent amounts of money.
yeah, I'd recommend though, if anyone doesn't care about the AirPods look but just wants wireless earbuds, go on Amazon, maybe pay about 10 quid more, and you'll get something that sounds a lot better. But overall, these are a good meme.
$7.99 I don't think is too bad for what it is.
It's not awful.
It's Poundland quality earphones for 7 times the price, but they're wireless. So if you're fine with like the quality that you get from Poundland earphones, then yeah. Oh, something else that I forgot to mention is on the toilet paper, on the Pigeon English toilet paper, which I'm not going to hold up again because it took forever. It says. Long press to turn on, press and hold, press music, pause, play, call, blah 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 blah, double click on the next song. What I assumed that would mean double click to move on to the next song.
Yeah,
right?
on the side.
That's what you'd think.
Yeah.
I double clicked it, it called my mother.
Hi Mom, just trying to use my knockoff AirPods.
I've never tried double pressing it. Should we try it?
I thought you were going to say, I've never called my mother.
Let's try double pressing it. No.
What about pressing
Yeah,
through?
it's doing it again! It's calling my mum!
You might want to stop that.
Why is that a feature?
Hang on, what if I do it 3 times?
Well, it's still playing. No. Why did it open Google?
Fuck you.
Yeah. What? How does that skip?
Okay, so the audio is bearable-ish, but
If you press and hold to turn them off, it'll skip.
but the touch controls are awful. These are weird.
I spent £8 on these.
But you have to pay for everything!
Sorry, 50 Shades of Jim, is it?
50 Shades of Jim. Who's Jim?
Oh, hello, Jackie. Have you been working out?
Oh, Jackie, you need to get punished. Everything comes at a price, Jackie.
Oh, Wilson, don't look.